Greetings, viewers. This is King Echu from Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia. This is a Pan-African platform. Please like, share, and subscribe. When I heard about the passing of the president of Tanzania, President John Magufuli, I was very upset, very angry. My emotions were just running real high because President Magufuli is one of the best African president we have, and he's just passing was so shocking to me. I was really angry, but at the same time, I had an intuition. Like I was thinking, maybe this guy was assassinated, maybe this guy was killed. Because why is it that only our good presidents, only our good leaders, our best leaders just die mysteriously or get assassinated at a young age? Why is it like that? But when you look at the bad leaders, the bad presidents, the tyrants, the dictators, the cruel, demonic, deadly leaders that we have in Africa, these people live to be 80, 90, 100 even. They don't die young. I was angry because the good leaders are taken away and we're left with only the bad ones. And because we're left with only the bad ones, Africa cannot progress. Africa is the richest continent in the world. This is a continent where other countries, other continent come and get their resources from and enrich themselves. Due to the fact that we have so many bad leaders. Our good leaders are dying. Our very few good leaders are dying. So this got me real angry, real pissed off, real ticked off. But I had this intuition that I believe that the president of Tanzania was killed, was assassinated, was taken out. And there are many reasons why the West and the East want him out. Many reasons, multiple reasons. But I didn't have any information to say that there's a possibility that he was killed until I came across something where it says the president of Tanzania was allegedly poisoned by the Chinese and Western countries' spies. And it made sense. The West and China gains a lot from the passing of a great leader like President John Magufuli. President John Magufuli. They gain a lot from his death because he has been the lion in Tanzania and in East Africa that make it impossible, almost impossible, for China to do business in Tanzania. As a matter of fact, in 2019, China offered Tanzania a loan to expand the seaport. But in the contract that China presented to Tanzania, they had a contract for 99 years for the seaport that they will have control access over. 99 years. And within the 99 years, they will have to use the seaport for 30 years. Guess what? The president of Tanzania refused that deal and even called it a deal that only a madman would take. You see, like the West, China does not respect African humanity. They don't respect our humanity. They don't respect us. They don't see us as humans. They see us less than human beings, which is why they will present such contract of 99 years. And over the 99 years, they will have to use the seaport for 30 years because they are given money to expand the seaport, which will benefit them. But they wanted to take more advantage because they don't see Africans as equals to Chinese. The Chinese see themselves as superior to Africa, which is why they go around giving loans and just taking whatever they want in Africa. But Africans will have to wise up and see the truth that we are being disrespected all around the world, being it Chinese, being it the Western countries, being it India, being it Arabs. It doesn't matter where we are in the world. Africans are being disrespected to the fact that they are even being disrespected in their own continent, in their own sphere of control. Africans are being disrespected by bringing such degrading contract for 99 years and to have access for it for 30 years shows that they don't give a damn about the survival of African people. They just want to take advantage and abuse African people and abuse the continent of Africa and take whatever they want to. So this is why I believe wholeheartedly that President John Magufuli was assassinated by Chinese and Western countries' spies. As you know, China is trying to take over the world, wants to be the number one superpower. And United States and Western countries don't want to allow that. Because if they're not on top, somebody's going to be on top. And they fight the war that's in Africa, that is coming to Africa, will be fought over, will be fought between the Western countries and China over Africa. Other nations are building their superpower to fight over our continent, over our resources in our continent. And they're making sure that Africa does not have strong leadership to control the sphere of the continent of Africa. You know, this is not the first time African leaders have been assassinated. Leaders like Patrice Lumumba, Thomas Sankara were assassinated. So many more. were assassinated because there were a, a stopping block to the West. And the Chinese, who have learned from the West, are just using what they know to achieve what they want. But my question to all African leaders is that what is the agenda? What are their agenda for Africa? What do they want to accomplish in Africa? And how are they going to accomplish it when African countries are not united, don't stand up for Africa? And the very few that are standing up for Africa have been assassinated, have been killed. If you look at all the vicious, cruel, demonic, bad leaders in Africa, they stay longer in power and they do nothing for Africa. Countries like Equatorial Guinea or Cameroon, where President Paul Biya has been there for over 38 years. Franks exploit Cameroon and French Africa. The currency for ECOWAS cannot be obtained, cannot be actualized because France is involved. With the division of Africa, with the countries that are there, it makes it difficult for Africa to really grow. And in order for us to actualize a one United State of Africa, it's almost impossible because many of the African leaders are afraid to give their power. So, what is the future of Africa? How is it going to look like when great leaders in Africa have been assassinated? You know, President John Magufuli directed that all minerals that were extracted in Tanzania must be manufactured in the country, and no raw material or uh, raw material should be minerals should be exported without prior approval from the officials. So the Chinese can't take anything out of Tanzania without the approval of Tanzania officials. It, this makes perfect sense why they wanted to eliminate him, thinking that they will have a better chance, a better opportunity with new president. Hopefully, this president will not be as easy, will not be easy either. Hopefully, this president will have a better vision or a far more superior vision for Africa that will make it even more impossible for Western spies or Chinese spies to kill more leaders or to have more access in Tanzania, which is what they want. They want control, more control over Africa because they don't see Africans. They don't see the humanity of African people. They don't see us. They see us as less than human beings. They see us as a commodity. They see us as something that they can control and achieve their own dreams through the resources that the continent of Africa has. China is not the friend of Africa. Any African leader that was saying that China is the friend of Africa, that leader is a bad leader, and that leader is against the growth of Africa. Because China is not the friend of Africa. And colonial masters are not the friends of Africa. They're not the friends of Africa. They're there to make sure that they get what they need to make their nation powerful. How will the leadership of East Africa improve East Africa in order to make East Africa stronger? Because I believe only through regional power can we actually obtain any progress in Africa. Through our nations that was crafted by the West, we don't have a better chance surviving. We don't. Only if when we work through a stronger, integrated regional power, making sure that all the countries in each region, West African region, East African region, Northern African region, and Southern African region, working together as one, five gigantic, strong supernation. That would be better for Africa. But then again, we have selfish, egoistic presidents who don't think for Africa, only think for their stomach. African humanity, see, for how many years has been down the drain. It doesn't matter where you go in Africa, anywhere, African people are treated as shit. In China, what happened when the COVID-19 started? They threw out Africans from their own homes, displaying racism towards them as if they are the one who created COVID-19. In Arab countries, many Africans have been thrown off the buildings because they are black. Where in the world do do they see African humanity as equal to Asian humanity, or as equal to Western humanity, or as equal to Indian humanity? Africa needs to wise up. The leaders we have who are in power for so long and who are not doing anything for Africa but for the benefit of Western and Chinese influence, so as to make themselves, so as to enrich themselves. Those leaders we need to take out. Those leaders need to be assassinated so that more good leaders can represent Africa. But many African people would rather stone at a common thief and kill a common thief, or burn a common thief, because that is easier. But they cannot stand against tyrants and dictators who call themselves president, who kill their own people to have control over their nation. There's a war coming. There's a war coming. And we are caught in between wars of giants. You know what they say when two elephants fight? The grass suffer. That's exactly what is happening in the continent of Africa. Because the same country that are fighting to gain power, China and Western nations, they're fighting against each other, but will still work as a team to take out the president of Tanzania because they are not gaining access to that country. Africans, we must rise and take our fate in our own hands. We must have a pan African revolution so as to control our continent. One way or the other, it must happen because we will always lose great leaders, and that will scare us to do anything. There is no moving backward, it's only forward. What are we going to do, Africa? What are we going to do? Are we going to stand and watch as other race come in our continent and control our continent? Or are we going to stand tall and fight against imperialism? This is King H.